AI Business Brief for March 27, 2026. ByteDance rolled out Dreamina 2.0 in CapCut, giving creators AI video tools while OpenAI shuttered Sora. Anthropic secured a court injunction against the Trump administration's supply chain risk designation. Wikipedia banned AI-generated article writing, but still allows copy editing assistance. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. Next section, lead story. Next section, OpenAI axes Sora, ByteDance doubles down on AI video. OpenAI shut down Sora this week as part of a broader strategy shift to focus on business users and coders. The company is pulling back from consumer-facing experiments that generated buzz but not revenue. Meanwhile, ByteDance released Dreamina 2.0 directly into CapCut, its widely used video editing platform. The timing is striking. While OpenAI retreats from the AI slop problem it helped create, ByteDance is actively putting generative video tools in the hands of millions of creators. Seedance 2.0 can generate 15-second clips from text prompts, reference videos, or sketches. It handles realistic textures, movement, and lighting across multiple aspect ratios. The model includes invisible watermarks and blocks face-based generation to reduce deepfake risks, though it's currently unavailable in the US due to unresolved copyright issues. For small business owners creating video content, this represents a real shift. CapCut is already free and accessible. If you're producing product demos, recipe videos, fitness tutorials, or social content, AI video generation is no longer theoretical. It's shipping in tools you likely already use. OpenAI's exit from Sora suggests the business case for standalone AI video apps was weak. ByteDance's move proves the opposite. Embedding these tools into existing workflows is where adoption happens. OpenAI abandons Sora, ByteDance launches Seedance 2.0 in CapCut. Next section, tools and launches. Next section, Firecrawl plus N8N, 100,000 free credits for web scraping. N8N partnered with Firecrawl to solve a common RAG, retrieval augmented generation, pipeline problem, messy HTML. Firecrawl converts any web page into clean, LLM, or large language model, ready Markdown or JSON, handling JavaScript rendering and dynamic content automatically. The result is 60–90% fewer wasted tokens compared to raw scraping. If you're building competitive intelligence dashboards, lead enrichment workflows, or knowledge bases, N8N now offers one-click Firecrawl integration with 100,000 free credits. The platform includes ready-to-deploy templates for Pinecone RAG stacks, Supabase vector stores, and company lead enrichment. Sales ops teams can point it at any company website and extract industry, pricing model, tech stack, and hiring signals without manual research. This is automation infrastructure for technical teams, not a plug-and-play consumer tool. But if you have someone on staff who can wire together API workflows, the free credit offer makes this worth testing. Read more. Next section, Zapier's YouTube upload tool, built with Claude code in one day. Zapier's video team was drowning in manual upload requests. At peak, 15 to 20 videos per month required back-and-forth Slack threads about metadata, thumbnails, and publish dates. So they built an internal tool using Claude code that lets team members upload videos directly without sharing channel credentials. The solution uses two separate OAuth clients, one for employee identity verification, one for YouTube upload permissions. Claude walked them through persistence issues, token expiration bugs, and shadow deployment testing. The tool now auto-generates YouTube metadata using AI and eliminates the upload bottleneck entirely. The takeaway: if you're managing shared accounts where multiple people need access but shouldn't have full credentials, this OAuth split pattern works. Claude code can scaffold it in hours, not weeks. Read more. Next section, AI Rewrote JSONata in a day, cut costs by $500K/year. The Reco team used AI to port JSONata, a JSON query language, from Node.js to go in 7 hours for $400 in token spend. The key was JSONata's existing test suite, which validated the new implementation as they built it. They ran a shadow deployment for a week to confirm exact behavioral parity, then swapped in the new version. The $500K savings comes from reduced runtime costs and infrastructure overhead. This is another example of vibe porting, where AI rewrites existing code in a new language while leaning heavily on tests for correctness. If your business is paying for expensive runtime environments or struggling with performance bottlenecks in interpreted languages, this approach is worth studying. Read more. Next section, Business Playbook. Next section, Wikipedia bans AI-generated articles, but allows copy editing. Wikipedia updated its editorial policy to explicitly ban AI-generated or AI-rewritten article content. Editors can still use LLMs to suggest basic copy edits to their own writing or translate articles from other languages, but the model cannot introduce new content. The new rule passed with overwhelming support, 40-2, after months of debate within Wikipedia's volunteer community. Editors formed Wiki Project AI Cleanup to combat AI slop and implemented a speedy deletion policy for poorly written articles. The policy warns against over-enforcement, noting that some people may have similar writing styles to LLMs. If you're managing content operations, Wikipedia's approach offers a useful framework. Use AI for mechanical tasks, grammar, translations, but not generative work. The line they've drawn is that LLMs can refine human-written text, but cannot create or substantially rewrite content. This keeps humans in control of editorial judgment while allowing efficiency gains on the margins. Wikipedia policy, The Verge coverage. Next section, industry moves. Next section, Anthropic wins injunction against Defense Department, supply chain risk label. Federal judge sided with Anthropic in its legal battle with the Trump administration, ordering the government to rescind its designation of Anthropic as a supply chain risk, and to stop directing federal agencies to cut ties with the company. The dispute erupted last month when Anthropic sought to enforce usage limits on its AI models, including bans on autonomous weapons and mass surveillance. The Pentagon disagreed, labeled Anthropic a security risk, a designation typically reserved for foreign actors, and President Trump ordered agencies to sever contracts. Anthropic sued. Judge Rita Lynn called the government's actions an attempt to cripple Anthropic and ruled they violated free speech protections. For businesses evaluating AI vendors, this case highlights a growing tension. Enterprise AI contracts now include usage policies that some buyers find restrictive. If you're building government or defense applications, these policy conflicts are real. OpenAI recently signed a $200 million Defense Department contract without similar restrictions. Read more. Next section, David Sacks steps down as White House AI and crypto czar. Venture capitalist David Sacks is no longer Trump's special advisor on AI and crypto after using up his 130-day limit as a special government employee. He's moving to co-chair the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology, PCAST, a broader advisory role with less direct policy authority. Sacks had wielded significant influence over Trump's AI policy, including efforts to preempt state AI laws and facilitate rapid data center buildouts. His aggressive approach alienated Republican governors and contributed to political battles that cost the White House populist support. He also publicly criticized Trump's Iran policy, which in Trump world tends to precede demotions. PCAST is where tech executives go to study issues and make recommendations, not coordinate with federal agencies. Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Andreessen, Jensen Huang, and Sergey Brin were also appointed to the council this week. For businesses tracking AI regulation, this shift suggests less Silicon Valley influence on federal AI policy and potentially more room for state-level rules. CNBC The Verge. Next section, Senators push for mandatory data center energy reporting. Senators Elizabeth Warren and Josh Hawley sent a letter to the Energy Information Administration asking for mandatory annual energy disclosures from data centers. The bipartisan request follows the EIA's announcement of a voluntary pilot program tracking data center energy use in Texas, Washington, Virginia, and D.C. Warren and Hawley want comprehensive reporting on hourly, annual, and peak energy loads, electricity rates, grid upgrades required, and how those upgrades are funded. The push comes amid growing public anger over data center energy consumption. Google's data centers doubled their electricity use between 2020 and 2024. By 2035, planned data centers will nearly triple the sector's energy demand. Senator Mark Warner separately proposed taxing data centers and using that revenue to fund workforce transition programs for AI-related job displacement. If your business operates data centers or plans to build one, expect federal and state energy reporting requirements within the next 2 years. Senators letter Warner's proposal. Next section, Meta and YouTube hit with $3 verdict for Addictive Algorithm Design. A Los Angeles jury awarded $3 million to a plaintiff who charged that Meta and YouTube's algorithms are negligently designed to be addictive for children. The jury found both companies liable for mental health harms caused by their platforms. Meta and YouTube plan to appeal. The case is a bellwether for dozens of forthcoming social media addiction trials involving Meta and its peers. It also signals a potential reckoning with Section 230 protections. New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres suggested these cases could motivate Congress to re-examine Section 230 and its liability shields. If you're building consumer AI products, especially those targeting or accessible to minors, this verdict matters. Courts are starting to hold platforms accountable for algorithmic harms beyond just hosting content. Design decisions that maximize engagement at the expense of user well-being are now legally risky. Read more. Next section, quick wins. Use Claude to debug security issues in real time. When a developer discovered malware in the Lite LLM Python package, he used Claude to confirm the vulnerability in an isolated Docker container, identify the malicious code, and determine the correct PyPI security contact to report it. The full Claude transcript is public. If you manage open source dependencies, this workflow, isolate, inspect with AI, escalate is worth copying. Read the transcript. Understand model quantization before you buy. Sam Rose published an interactive essay explaining how LLM quantization works, including the impact on model accuracy. His conclusion: 16-bit to 8-bit quantization carries almost no quality penalty. 16-bit to 4-bit is noticeable, but still around 90% is good. If you're evaluating local LLM deployments or trying to cut inference costs, this is the best visual explanation available. Read it. Next section, Outlook. This week showed two clear patterns. First, AI companies are consolidating around what makes money: business tools and coding assistants. OpenAI killed Sora and instant checkout. ByteDance embedded Cedence in CapCut where people already work. Second, governments are finally catching up. Mandatory energy reporting, data center taxes, and algorithmic liability cases are all moving from maybe someday to next year. If your AI strategy still centers on flashy demos and consumer experiments, follow OpenAI's lead and pivot. The companies winning right now are the ones embedding AI into workflows people already use and can afford. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina.